On the last video I showed you how to make these textured papers on your jelly plate using household items. This time I'm going to use some really lovely colourful papers. So if you'd like to know what happens next, then carry on watching and all will be revealed. What I've done is just done some backgrounds, different colours, and I'm going to make marks using some of the household items that I've found, which I used in the last video, and if you haven't seen that video I'll leave a link to it. And if you're enjoying this series, then please don't forget to give a like, subscribe or leave a comment. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you. So I'm going to use some Payne's Grey, so it will be a nice dark colour in contrast to the colours in the background. And I'm just going to make a nice light layer of this. And let's see what we've got. I'm going to use a comb, make some nice marks on it, and use this little tube that had vitamins in. Rather like this. This is I think it's a sink. You put it in your sink to stop bits going down the drain. There you go. Makes rather a nice pattern. I'm going to use this as well. As you can see, I've used it before. And this will take some of the paint off. Put that down there. Sorry about that, the battery decided to die halfway through. Let's put that on there like that. We're just carrying on where I left off. These are smaller circles. Okay. So I'll try it on this one. Yeah, nice cream ivory colour. How many of you actually got a jelly plate, or is it something that you're thinking of buying, you're intrigued by it and you've thought about buying one but didn't know where to start, or have you been using a jelly plate for a long time? So let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to find out. So there's the first one, which is quite a darkish one, but really nice. And let's get this other cream one, ivory, for the ghost print. So there's the ghost print. So we have these two, and looking at them, they seem to have some depth, especially this one here. There seems to be a real depth to it. So now that I've got a new battery in my camera, I'll have another go. But this time I'm going to use these two colours here, a sort of very bright yellowy orange and green. So let's see what happens when I use those. Try and use different combination so it doesn't look the same as last time. But there will be circles in it and on it, so do like the circles. Having to be a little bit quiet today. My husband has just come out of hospital from having a hip replacement, so he's just having a bit of a rest, and I'm just playing on my jelly plate just to have a bit of quiet time for myself as well. Let's try this. This is the bottom of a, I think it was for a bath mat to stop you slipping. Oh, that's interesting. Let's do the comb again. Try this cork. I don't think I did this paper. Let's try that. Put it on this fluorescent green. Need to keep it straight. There we go. Ooh. So we have that on the green, and we'll do the ghost print here on this nice orangey yellow. Let's just move this out of the way and let's see what we've got. So this is today's experiment, showing you what you can achieve when you've got a jelly plate and some acrylics but you haven't got any stencils. So by using some household bits and pieces, I've been able to produce these lovely textured papers. So this was the first pull on an ivory with a Payne's grey on top, and this is the ghost print that resulted from that first pull. And particularly like this, it has so much depth. This one has too, but these two will look lovely in a collage. I have these two. This is the first pull. This is obviously on a very bright green, and this is the resulting ghost print on a like an orangey, it's the apricot colour. So we have those two there. And I also did this earlier on. This is on a bright orange, and this is the ghost print. This was on a piece of paper that had bands of yellows and orange in the middle. So we have those two there, and I got a second ghost print just on tissue paper, just to get rid of what was on the plate. So that was 3 from that pull. I think you can see that better there. So just by having your jelly plate but you don't have any stencils as yet, you can produce some really, really lovely textured papers using bits and pieces that you find around your home that you can utilise into making patterns on your jelly plate. So, as I said before, if you've enjoyed this video showing you first steps with working with your jelly plate, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Tell me what you think and what other household items that you've used on your jelly plate to make some really lovely patterns. And I look forward to seeing you and chatting with you next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.